What's up guys, xHOUNDISHx here, and today we have a few more bits of news and information about Age of Triumph which you may have missed, so let's look into it. The big news here, which Bungie forgot to cover in the stream, is that there will be some changes to PvP playlists in the new update, and this is via a Bungie employee who posted some extra notes on Reddit. And this is what he has to say. The number of active Crucible playlists is being reduced from 12 to 6. Classic playlists are being removed, and players who do not own Rise of Iron will only be able to play in the weekly featured playlist. Core playlists will rotate each week to ensure major modes are given adequate uptime. For example, the 6v6 modes available in one week may be Control and Supremacy, while those will rotate to Clash and Rift the next week. Both of xHOUNDISHx's weekly bounties will align with what is being offered each week. You can expect more details on playlist changes and updates to Crucible and Trials bounties in the patch notes. So hopefully this is going to be an incredibly beneficial move for the Crucible in general. Matchmaking times right now can be pretty ridiculous because the game is struggling to find and populate those matches because of course the player base is too spread out. I feel like for matchmaking times and match quality in general, this will be a great move because right now it feels pretty frustrating. I understand that for players who don't have Rise of Iron or those who play heavily in one playlist, this may be a little bit irritating, but honestly in the current climate, they don't have a lot of choice, and it's also worth bearing in mind that these changes are to keep populations as targeted as possible after Destiny 2 launches, otherwise for any players still in Destiny 1 it would be a frankly terrible experience. As well as this though, in the post they spoke about changes to Crucible and Trials of Osiris bounties. The only thing we know about this right now is that the Crucible Quartermaster will have weapon bounties again, which will be brand new bounties. So either way, there will be some good system changes for PvP all around, but of course we'll learn more in the future. Up next, I wanted to talk about some cosmetic changes that some of you may have noticed in the stream. Firstly, I have to thank some of you guys in the comments for noticing that Twilight Garrison can now take shaders, so this is a pretty fantastic move. Finally, I pretty much main Twilight Garrison on my Titan, despite the fact that I think it's a horrible looking exotic, particularly because of that blue colour. So the good news is that it will now match the rest of your gear, so that's pretty awesome. I'm not sure of any other popular exotics that currently don't take shaders that they may change in this particular update, but let me know in the comments any that you would like to see changed. Moving on, we learned a little bit about the exotic ornaments for weapons that are coming in this update. From what we can see, the No Land Beyond ornament looks slightly camo themed. The Necrochasm ornament adds this turquoise kind of lunar glow. The Mythoclast is getting Chrono Shot, and just from the name this reminds me of the Chrono Shards that you had to hunt from the Vex. I think it was in a quest, so that's pretty cool. The Touch of Malice ornament looks like the colour and texture of Oryx's skin, which is pretty awesome. And then we have the Tiger Shark, which looks like a tiger stripe camo for Dragon's Breath. One I'm really looking forward to is the Lord of Wolves right here. It appears to have been Seavified, which is actually pretty damn cool. Finally though, we have the Suros Regime, which looks to be getting the Suros crest with this grey and orange colour scheme. All in all, I think these ornaments look pretty cool. Finally, something which a lot of people are talking about is the sheer amount of legendary marks that we're going to be able to get through the story playlist on top of heroic strikes. It just feels like a lot of legendary marks at this point in the game, and it seems like to a lot of us they won't be all that useful. So this poses the question, will there be a vendor reset of some sort? Maybe new rolls on the gear, or even the introduction of older gear in some kind of rotation. I think this would be a great move for the vendors in the tower. Interestingly though, if you take a look at this armor piece in the stream and compare it to the one available from xHOUNDISHx right now, you will see that the perk roll is different, and to my knowledge currently they did not change the rolls on these pieces. So it looks like some stuff at the very least is going to change. It's also worth noting that the gear available from xHOUNDISHx in the stream was 380 light, so if you are still below that particular light level, then this vendor update should be pretty useful. I would like to see them bring back older gear, or perhaps ways of re-rolling gear in some capacity. It will make total sense at this point in the game, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, guys. For now though, that pretty much sums up this video. We've got some changes coming to PvP playlists. We also have some cosmetic changes, new ornaments, which we'll get a much better look at next week in Bungie's stream. And on top of this, it seems like some kind of change to the vendor stock is going to happen. We don't know precisely how, but any change is going to be mostly welcomed by the community. So I hope you have enjoyed the video, guys. If you have, a like is appreciated below. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to the most in this update. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe to see a lot more Destiny and Age of Triumph content. For now though, thanks for watching, and you guys have an awesome day.